Hello everybody, I'm Annie Pearson. My family treats me like a servant. Here in this play, you will see how my friend Mrs. Fudoy helped me to get out of this problem.
Hello, I am George Pearson, husband of Annie Pearson. Let you see my role in this play.
Hello everyone, I'm Cyril Pearson, son of the Mr. and Mrs. Pearson. Here you will see my role in this play.
Hello everyone, I'm Doris Pearson, daughter of Mr. Pearson and Mrs. Pearson. Here you will see my role in this play.
Hello everyone, I am Fizar, the neighbor and the friend of Mrs. Annie Pearson. In this play, you will see how I help my friend with the help of magic.
So let's start the play. The scene of living room of Mrs. Pearson family.
Annie, ready? Give me some tea.
I'm coming, George.
Mom, where is my jacket?
Here on the table, Cyril. I think this dress is so. Oh, it was not that. Mom, you did not iron my yellow silk. Calm down, Doris. I'm doing this.
Hey Doris, I have won the match.
Oh, Cyril, I know you are good at this.
Mom!
Please, everybody, give me some time. I'm alone here working all day. You didn't help me in this.
Annie, where is my tea?
Oh, Mom, what's the matter? You did not see. I come in.
What did you done, Mom?
Annie, you are useless.
We are going now. Oh God, give me some relief.
Mrs. Fizar coming from next door.
Hello, Mrs. Fizal. How are you? Okay, let's have a seat.
You see the Mrs. Pearson and Mrs. Fizar sitting on the table and talking about our lifestyle. And that's all I can tell you, Mrs. Pearson. Could be a good fortune, could be a bad one, but it depends on yourself now.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Fizal. It's really good having a real fortune teller next door. Did you learn the dowries too?
I did. 12 years I had of it with my old man raising to be linen quartermaster. He learned a lot and I learned a lot more. But will you make up your mind now, Mrs. Pearson?
It's easier said than done, Mrs. Fizal. I really fond of them. Even they are so selfish.
Maybe not, but it would be better for them if they learn to read you properly.
I suppose it would be.
No doubt about it, I told you. Husbands, sons, and daughters should be taking notice of wives and mothers, not giving them photos and not treating them like blood.
I keep dropping a hint, Mrs. Fizal.
Hey, it's more than things your family needs, Mrs. Pearson.
I really have it out with them, but I just can't. Oh God, look at the time. Nothing is ready, and they will be at home any minute.
Let us wait or look after themselves for once. Start now.
I can't help myself, Mrs. Fizal.
Then let me do it. But not as me as you. We change our personalities. You look like me and I look like you.
But that's impossible.
How do you know? I would try it.
No, of course not.
It is your only chance. Now look at me and give me your hand. Arashtalam, Arashtalam, Arashtalam Nakona. Now Mrs. Fizar and Mrs. Pearson change their personalities.
See what I mean, dear?
Oh, it's happened.
Yes, very neat.
But whatever shall I do, Mrs. Fizar? George and the children cannot you see like this.
They are going to see you like this. Now they have to deal with me.
But if we cannot change back, it would be terrible.
Stop worrying. I can do it anytime.
Well, do it now.
Not now. I have to deal with your family.
Yes, I suppose that is better. You are sure it will be all right?
Now off you go, dear. You have to iron my yellow silk. I must wear it tonight. What are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? Whitewashing the ceilings? But you are smoking. Yes, there is no law against it. But I thought you did not smoke. Then you thought wrong, dear. Are we having tea in the kitchen? Have it where you like. Do you mean it is not ready? Yours isn't. Might go later and having a meal. Who might? I might. Who do you think? Mom, what's the matter with you? Don't be silly, Doris. It's not with her being silly. Did you hear what I say about my yellow silk? Why? Where are you going? Go out with Charlie's friend. Can you find anybody better than him? Why? What's the matter with you? Why I should not go out with Charlie's friend? If he asks me, I want to. Any objection? Bhakti and Habirid. He's not. Oh, shut up.
Doris left, and after some moments, Cyril Pearson came. He is brother of Doris.
Hello, Mom. Tea ready?
No, Cyril.
Why not?
I couldn't bother.
Filling up full or something?
Never felt that in my mind.
What's the idea then?
Change it, Cyril.
Well, snap out of it, Mom, and get packing. Have not too much time.
But I have plenty of time.
Yes, but I have not. Got a busy night tonight. Did you put my thing out?
Can't remember, but I doubt it.
I don't get this, Mom. What's going on?
Change it, Cyril.
Doris comes. She is in the process of dressing and wearing a scarf.
You look terrible. I didn't wear that face even for Charlie's pants. Oh, shut up about Charlie's pants. Anyhow, I'm not ready. I'm just dressing. If I look trouble, it's your fault. You made me crying.
Why? What did she do?
You never mind.
Bottle or two, I think, but I do not want to drink now.
I do.
What for?
To drink, you fool.
Mrs. Pearson is going to kitchen.
And she will like that with you too?
Yes, no tea ready. Could not get that.
Well, I'm glad. It's both of us. I thought I'd done something wrong.
So did I, but it are of course.
She was smoking and playing cards. When I come in, I could not believe my eyes.
I asked her